welcome back to Spark.
June has been a great month for announcements and new releases, but before July gets here, we still have a couple of games to go over.
Here's a quick rundown of some things that you should know before you buy.
Mario Golf Super Rush is a game for people who looked at the calm and peaceful nature of golf and decided the calm and peaceful part had to go. Game modes include Speed Golf, where no one's counting the number of strokes you take and all that matters is getting your ball in the hole before your three opponents. Striking the right balance between speed and accuracy is crucial to win, but so is how you navigate the course and hinder your rivals. You can pick up items and overcome obstacles to get ahead, or flatten your opponents with your chosen character's unique dash. Each of the 16 characters also has their own special shot that can send everyone else's balls flying, denying them victory just when they thought they had the game in the golf bag. If that's still not quite frantic enough for you, Battle Golf takes the Speed Golf mode and puts it in the Thunderdome. 9 holes are up for grabs all at once. The winner is the first golfer to claim 3. And to crank up the frenzy that much more, players can use motion controls for the first time in a Mario Golf game. Of course, Standard Golf is another available mode with an impressive amount of depth to its systems. Players will have to take into account wind, spin, curve, even the lay of the land they're hitting from to master the green. If you don't feel like clubbing with your friends, Golf Adventure is a single-player story mode that will teach you the fundamentals of the game, as well as improve your Mii golfer stats to make them more formidable in other game modes. That way, when you sabotage your friends in Battle Golf, your betrayal will also have that personal touch. The Mario sports games are always a sure bet for some lighthearted fun that just about anyone can jump into and enjoy. Mario Golf Super Rush tees off for the Nintendo Switch June 25th.
Our next game is not lighthearted at all. Scarlet Nexus is an action RPG that takes place in a quote futuristic brainpunk setting. The developers Bandai Namco created the new term brainpunk to describe an alternate reality where our brains are interconnected to technology and even each other. In this future city called New Himuka, mutants, known as the Others, drop out of the sky hungry for human brains. Thus, the OSF, the Others Suppression Force, is put together to defeat the monsters. You will play as Kasane, an elite OSF soldier, and Yuito, a new recruit to the OSF, who both have psychokinetic powers. If you don't know what psychokinetic means, it's basically a cooler way of saying telekinesis. You know, like that one kid who bends the spoon in the Matrix? Thus, the combat of Scarlet Nexus will have hack and slash combos with swords, but you'll also be able to use your brain to pick up and throw objects at the others. As you progress through the game, you'll unlock new abilities with your brain points. And in true JRPG fashion, you can form a deeper friendship and possibly even relationships with the other characters by giving them gifts, which they will actually open later on in the game. If you've enjoyed games like Astral Chain, Nier Automata, and Code Vein, you should pick up Scarlet Nexus when it drops on June 25th for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, Xbox One, and PS4.
After 6 years lying dormant, the strategy RPG Disgaea is back from the dead with Disgaea 6 Defiance of Destiny Unrelenting Edition. This time, the universe is threatened by the god of destruction who, well, I think you can guess what he's up to. Only one being can stop him, Zed, a lowly zombie. It makes perfect sense when you think about it. How can you kill something that has no life? Turns out, it's not that hard apparently, as Zed has tried and failed many times to defeat the game's antagonist. Fortunately, his zombie pug Cerberus taught him the forbidden spell of super reincarnation, allowing Zed to try over and over again. He hasn't lost his determination, but the endless failures have turned him into the kind of cynical anti-hero that are typical of Disgaea games. Also familiar to fans will be the turn-based combat on an isometric grid and the absurd heights characters can reach. In past games, characters capped out at level 9,999. But you know what's 1,001 times better than that? Level 99,999,999. Literally, I did the math on my phone, it's 1,001 times higher. At that max level, Zed and the members of his party can deal 10 quadrillion damage. You hear that? That's the sound of the god of destruction shaking in his little god boots. Hitting that stratospheric cap will take plenty of hours of gameplay, but the game now comes with features to make it more convenient, like auto battle and high speed mode. It's also easier to level up the rest of your party with tweaks to how the game dishes out experience, and a new feature called the Juice Bar, where you can buff allies who weren't even in battle. And perhaps the most notable change is this is the first Disgaea game to finally make the jump to 3D. But while the character models may look different, the silly dialogue and sense of humor hasn't changed a bit. If you like other strategy RPGs like Divinity Original Sin 2, or if you're like me and your brain gives you warm, good feelings when you see giant numbers on screen, check out Disgaea 6 Defiance of Destiny Unrelenting Edition when it comes to the Nintendo Switch June 29th.
That's it. That's gonna do it for the games releasing in June.
There was so much to keep up with. If you have any questions, be sure to ask a guest advisor, head to GameStop.com, or check out GameStop's YouTube channel where you can see more Spark episodes and so much more. I'm Julian.
And I'm Janessa. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in July.